Now, right side, we will see about India. India mainly exports tea, mangoes, coffee, spices, leather goods, iron ore, cotton, and silk textile, while it mainly imports petroleum, machines, pearls, and precious stones, gold and silver, paper, medicines, etc. India's major trading partners are UK, the USA, Germany, Japan, China, Russia. Understood? So we already know that India exports tea, mangoes. I already told you that some very good quality mangoes, Alfonso mangoes, they are exporting. We are exporting to other parts of the world. Coffee, spices, leather goods, iron ore, cotton, silk textile. So these are export items. And what we are importing from other countries, especially from Middle East, petroleum, machines, pearls from China, precious stones, gold, silver, paper, medicines. Understood? Now, these are the trading partners of our country. Now we all already some countries are also added in this trading partners. Some other countries are also included for India: UK, USA, Germany, Japan, China, Russia. Now apart from this, other countries are also there. You can also add, search and add that some which are the new members which are having trading with our country. Now here one very important, already I told you about this BRICS. You know the full form of BRICS. So what does BRICS stand for? Already you know that. Next, when it was established, 2006. So BRICS was established in the year 2006. Understood? Next, what are the objectives of this bloc? So when it was established, the main objective, already we know that, to establish trading relations with other countries. So the first objective is to achieve regional development, to remove trade barriers, economic development, optimum use of resources, building relationships. So these were the main objective of this bloc BRICS. To achieve regional development, that means the regions which comes under BRICS, all those regions or countries should have maximum development in terms of every sector. To remove trade barriers, already we know that if any country is having liberal trade policy, so it is very good and positive sign for that country to have good trade relations with other countries. So in order to that country should remove trade barriers which really hinders the development in trading sector. So that is another factor. Next, economic development. It is very important. Economic development, because ultimately economic development is the main development of any country. Unless there is development of economy, there is no development of economy, the country cannot be developed or progress rapidly. So it is very important that economic development should be there, and for that trading relations should be established. And now in coming years we are supposed to use very less resources. That means using minimum resources to have maximum output. Understood? Within the limited resources, how we are going to develop? Within the limited resources, how we are going to satisfy, or how we are going to produce goods. Understood? So resources should be used very in a limit way. So these are the major objectives of this bloc. Next question: the countries of which continent are not a member of this bloc? So North America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. So these countries, I am repeating once again: North America, Antarctica, Australia, and Europe. So these continents are not member of this bloc. They are having their own European trade policy, or they are having their own economic or trading policy organization. Next, in which continent do the member countries lie? South Africa, Asia, South Asia, Asia and Africa. So all these BRICS members or the countries, they lie in South Asia, Asia and Africa. Understood? So this is the main important objective of BRICS, And the main objective, it is naturally, the objective was set up in order to have regional development, in order to have economic development, and so also in order to have to build very strong relationship, good relationship, in order to in terms of political relationship, in terms of economic relationship, trading relationship. So this is very important. Unless we don't have any good relationship with other countries, we cannot establish any type of trading relations with that country. So that is very important. So already we know, we can take example from our ancient history, that during ancient history India was having very good trading relation with Middle East country and China. Understood? So establishing relation is very important. Unless we don't have any cordial relation with other countries with liberal trading policy, we cannot invite other countries to have investment in our country. So that is very important. So this is a very good sign, positive sign, that we are adopting, India has adopted very liberal trading policy, and so also we are inviting foreign investment in our country. Understood?